What's good, YouTube? Mr. Baker Yugioh here, and today I'm with.
CJ.
And what did you do?
I got first place at 30-man locals for the Back to Duel mat tournament.
Okay. And what did you play?
I played, I guess it's called base, but it's just 60 card pile.
Okay. Yeah. Well, further ado, let's get into it.
All right. So played a lot of hand traps. Played 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 2 Valor, 2 Bell, 2 Nibiru, and then 1 Imperm.
Okay.
I'm playing, you'll see later, cross out, so I wanted to play 1 Imperm instead of triple Valor. And it also just allows me to set Imperm sometimes. Bell's good because of Revolt. The Tri-Brigade's still a thing, and it can also stop DPE and sights coming back.
True.
And then Ogre's the automatic out to the Brave package.
How'd you like the numbers, the 2s?
So this is weird because this does nothing versus Flunder, and a lot of times you need a second hand trap to make this matter. And this is kind of the same thing. This doesn't really stop anything. This is more like if you draw it for turn, it can do stuff because it can hit the scythe or the DPE.
Okay. Would you up anything or decrease anything?
At the moment, this seems right. Seems to work right last night. The only thing I would worry about is maybe versus the Flunder game I played, I opened this, and this can hit nothing in Flunder except this can hit the Stree like randomly. So basically, I opened no hand traps.
Fair enough. Okay.
And then open. Let's see. Play the Rose Dragon package with the 1 brick. Played 2 Souls, 2 Illusion. I didn't play any prep. I felt like getting this was not that hard. And then for Punk, I only played 1 of the Searcher, 1 of the Special Summoner, and then 1 of the, I guess you could call it the Brick. It searches to spell a trap, but I don't play a spell or trap.
Okay.
3 Fashuda, because this helps go in second, and it's a 7, so you can make Baron with any of your level 3 tuners or your Rose Dragon. And then for the bricks of the deck, 1 Hop, Fairy Tale, Recover, Despot 1. This should be a Scythe I had to borrow last night. And then a Merman. And then, of course, the bricks for the Dashers and the Celestial.
Okay. How you like the hop?
So Hop is nice because I was playing against Sky Striker and he Widow Anchored, and I negated the Widow Anchor with my Boros Savage, and he chained Chalice. Or no, he engaged, I negated, he chained Widow Anchor to it, and then I chained this to go in the Baron. He had the Chalice for the Baron later, but it still is able to negate, engage and dodge and negate. Okay. Also, it helps because sometimes you have to put up all negate boards, and this can help you basically at least leave it with a negate because they're going to Dark Ruler you or drop with you. So at least helps you get around that sometimes.
Okay, solid.
Recover actually came up quite a bit too because you run through your extra deck a lot, and so this can link up in the access code real easy because I'm not playing a Link 3. So getting this off Needle Fiber means you can take this and another monster and make it 2, and then you can then go into or you can make or go into a 2 and then make into a access code with another Link 2.
Okay.
It's just helpful. And then a Venture package.
You know, the solid package.
Yep. And then I did not play. I've seen people play Intuit Venture or Fateful Adventures. I didn't want to play it because drawing this by itself doesn't really do anything for you. It basically just searches Griffin to combo with, and Vashuda does the same thing.
Would you ever think about playing like a second Adventure and a second Griffin?
Nah. So same thing. Like this is another Griffin, and then another Griffin is just Vashuda. So at that point, it doesn't seem much sense. You just play Vashuda. And then E-Telly, Small World, Droplets, Cross Out, Call by, Foolish, and Basil. I'd say this is like the MVP of the day because a lot of people would have 1 hand trap to stop you or 2 to stop you, and you can let the 1 go and then keep going and save this for the second. Or if you've got to make your combo resolve, this makes it resolve.
It's very true.
Small World is also like really good because one thing I did last night with Small World is you can, if you have this for example, in Small World, you can actually search out your souls, and instead of putting this back, you can put this back into your deck, and then you can actually Small World this away to get your baby dragon.
That is a very good interaction.
And then basically you put your brick back into the deck, and you get you don't have to banish it for Small World. And sometimes like your other 2 cards are hand traps, so it has to be like something else to banish.
Okay.
Extra deck. DPE. And then 1 monk for Vashuda, 1 spider because you need it because Verte takes effect monsters. Dagda for the scythe combo, Predaplant for DPE. 2 Halk because sometimes you get stopped on the first turn Halk or you need a second turn Halk to kill him. Auroradon for the hands where you don't open the level 7 Rose Dragon combo. Access to kill people. Cupid Pitch, Herald, Riser, Yazi, Savage, and then Baron. I guess the only thing noteworthy here is Cupid Pitch to search the Hop Eater Squadron. And that goes along with the Auroradon combo. And also Riser is really good because you can send Snow versus the Tinny matchup, and you can book their first Vashuda, and then they actually can't go anywhere because the Tinnys require face-up effect monsters, or non-effect monsters.
Okay. Anything you would change in extra? Anything you would swap out, add in?
As good as this was, this honestly sometimes I feel like could be something different. I wish I had a 3 that wasn't a Auroradon so that you can make him 53. Because sometimes you just end your turn with like this, and this is not enough to kill them.
Okay.
So I guess maybe this could be something different, but sometimes you need to just blow stuff up too. So.
Okay.
Side deck wise, played Gamma, Lancia, Troll, and the other Nibiru, 1 token collector, and Twit Twister. So the idea behind this is Gamma is your hard going second hand trap because this will stop any deck and stop any card. Flunder can't dodge this with book; they'll just lose their monster, and it doesn't go anywhere. Lancia, same thing. Scythe Lock versus Flunder, you can do this instead. And then if you are playing against a deck that you know is going to banish, this is still just another good hand trap. This kind of stops everything. It can stop my deck itself because it adds a lot. And then again, Flunder, which is like this deck's worst matchup because you blind into Scythe a lot of the times and does nothing. Third Nibiru, because I had a flex spot because this right here. Again, it comes up. Some decks you need it and you need a second hand trap. Token Collector because at 1, because if you are playing against Sword Soul, you can send it off this guy.
Nice,
Basically,
okay.
Sword Soul can't play around it unless they have a Dropless or a Chalice. And then this right here is for Eldritch or again, Flunder. Like again, that's the worst matchup. Pretty much this is going to take care of your base matchup, this right here. And then all of this is for the only other deck in the format, which is Eldritch or Flunder.
Okay, fair enough. Any changes? Anything?
Not really. I guess you could argue this could be Cosmic because this kind of does the same thing, but it can hit Scythe. But almost every other time, I'm stopping them before they get to Scythe with all the other cards. So I'd rather have it for Flunder so I can hit Map and the trap card.
Makes sense. Okay. Any last words? Any shout outs you want to give?
No, shout out to whoever went and borrowed the Scythe last night because I definitely forgot to put it in and realized I had 59 cards. But other than that, deck seems solid. I plan on taking it to regionals next weekend before Charlotte and see how it'll do.
Okay, nice. And yeah, man, appreciate the deck profile. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and see y'all soon.
All right.